you really lose your religion and keep your Jesus? Can you really steal Christ from Christianity? Yes, you absolutely can. And let's talk about that. This is Laura Farhi. Welcome to the Spiritually Homesteading Podcast. At least this is the summary of the podcast, which you can find over on Apple or Spotify. Just search for Spiritually Homesteading. You'll be able to find the title of this video there, as well as others that are like it that might pique your interest. I help the lost sheep and the spiritually curious lose their religion and keep their Jesus. So if you're looking to declutter Christianity, then just subscribe to this channel so I can help reorganize your faith with you. Today's video, we are talking about reconstructing your faith and stealing Jesus from Christianity. How do you lose your religion and keep your Jesus? A lot of people are deconstructing right now. A lot of people are deconverting from Christianity right now. And sometimes what we're deconverting and deconstructing from isn't necessarily what Jesus stood for. It's what the church has become. So as you are working through and untangling your faith, I want you to imagine, what is it that you think that Jesus actually stands for, okay? Let's give the scenario of reorganizing a space. You have a junk drawer, okay? Let's take out that junk drawer. There is a bunch of crap that's in that junk drawer. Everyone has a junk drawer. So sometimes what's in the junk drawer are things that are essential, maybe some pens, maybe some scraps of paper, maybe some ketchup packets, some soy sauce. What is the purpose of this drawer? What do we want to use this drawer for? In the spirit of reconstructing our faith and trying to steal Jesus from the church, one of the things that we need to figure out is, what is the essentials of our faith? What is the essentials of what it means to be a Christian? Well, most theologians and most believers would tell you that truly the only thing that you need to believe is the Apostles' Creed. And I have said that before many times on many different videos on this channel and on my podcast, that the Apostles' Creed is something that is essential. It is like the Bill of Rights of Christianity, and everything else there is open to interpretation, that you can kind of take it from there how you want to believe. But sometimes even the Apostles' Creed might be kind of hard for someone to fathom. And I understand that, but what I do want you to consider is that if you just go through Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, the four Gospels, if you just read the words that are said to have come from Jesus' mouth, I want you to take those words at face value. How do you feel about the things that are being said? What kind of person is saying these things? Is this somebody that you would want to be friends with? Is this somebody that you would want to collaborate with, that you would want to work with? I think one of the ways that we can steal Jesus from the church is figuring out for ourselves, what did Jesus actually stand for and what did Jesus actually tell us to do? Because the church is going to tell us that we have to do all kinds of things. And yes, there are many more things that you can add on to your set of beliefs and values. But let's just start with the basics, okay? And the basics are, who do you think Jesus was? What do you think Jesus stood for? Can you agree with the things that Jesus asked for, advocated for? What do you think that means? And how can you apply that to your life? The other thing I want you to consider is the objections that you have to the church, to Christianity, to God. And then I want you to compare those objections to the list of bullet points that you made about Jesus and who Jesus is. Do those things match? Do you feel like the things that you're objecting to are those things that Jesus is actually advocating for? What do you think? One of the things that I really want to push for on this channel is to get people to think for themselves, to consider things for themselves. We live in a culture and a society where people are constantly telling us what to believe, what to think, what should you know, what you shouldn't know, what you're allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do, what you're allowed to believe, what you're not allowed to believe, what you should be angry about. Our minds are constantly being bombarded with messages. We are the billboards. Our minds are the billboards that people are constantly advertising on. And I want to challenge you to take back your real estate in your life, in your spirituality, in your mental state. Take ownership of your soul. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and do. Give this video a thumbs up if it resonated with you. And then make sure you hit that little notification bell because I put out new videos every Monday. And I would hate for you to miss out on a topic that you would like to spend some time on. All right, guys, I'll see you next time. Peace, love, and Jesus. Boop.